Christie Aphrodite of Soul Journeys Radio and MyTrueEssence.net. And I wanted to talk about, I know, here we go, dun dun dun, embracing your inner killer. Yeah, that's right. We all kill. And what brought this up was in July, I decided to eat a woodchuck. And I'm not even going to try to disrespect the situation by trying to explain all there was that led up to it. I think it should be suffice to say that I was called to do so. And it was a very loving, enjoyable as killing something for the first time could be. And extremely nourishing, mind and heart enriching. And by the way, Woody, my friend and teacher, lives on. So anyways, what happened is before I said, oh, well, if he comes back, I'm going to turn him into an egg roll, blah, 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 type thing, just, mouthing off, right, at the destruction and such. And so I posted on Facebook, I'm like, gosh, should I and shouldn't I? And, I was 100% vegan at the time. And, which is weird. I'm not a big meat eater or anything anyways, and I definitely never thought that I would ever eat a rat. Or a rat stew, but I did. There's a video. You can watch me eat it. But anyways, so I posted this out there just asking questions, and man, I think that has to be like the most comments I've ever received on anything. I'm talking like more comments there than probably all my videos combined. And it was pretty ruthless. Like everybody had a judgment, including meat eaters, which 95% of them were meat eaters. And then you have some of the, vegetarian or vegan or whatever. But, I did a video about that. And, I just want to kind of put this out there. The whole label thing, when you label yourself something and then you have butter, then what? You feel guilty or you feel like you did something wrong, and then you take out that hate and shame on yourself. So whatever it is you are eating, whatever works for you in your diet, might I suggest doing it with love, whatever it is. Now, obviously, I don't support factory farms, which was the number one reason that I quit eating, animal products. I just did not want to take part in anything humane that I didn't believe in. Same reason I don't take part in taxes or federal government or corporations and things, okay? I just, that crazy thing, practice what you preach type thing, I like to be able to sleep at night, not say one thing and do another. But a lot of these comments were like, oh my God, karma, he's gonna get you. Or, I hope you get sick and end up in a wheelchair and show you what a ruthless, vicious human being you are. Or, I don't know, I don't even remember all of the comments, and it's ridiculous anyways, but I will just say this, 95% of them were completely hateful. How could you ever even think of this? So of course I posed the question, depending on where you are in the world, some countries live off of cows. Other countries live off of bugs and would never touch a cow. Other countries live off of rats and guinea pigs and monkey brains, okay? So, I know everybody's all up in arms about eating horse meat and stuff, which is something I've never done and really don't want to do, but who defines what food is acceptable for you? Why is it okay to eat dogs and cats in TJ, nice little taco stands, or, but, you cross the border, you walk 20 feet north into San Diego, and all of a sudden that's wrong. Or in a country where like US, right here, where it's wrong, allegedly, to eat a woodchuck or something like that, it's okay to eat a cow or a pig or a turkey or a chicken or a fish. And It's really funny. I think it's kind of clever how they do it. Like, people don't even call cow cow when you're eating it, right? You call it a burger, or you call it a steak, or you call it, like even pigs, you call it pork, or the other white meat, or bacon, or you don't honor that you're eating a frickin' pig or a cow, right? Like, we're totally disconnected from what we're eating. We do say, okay, I guess you do call turkey a turkey or a chicken, which is cool. But, when I talk to people about that, they're like, oh, well, 'cause they're ugly. That's why we can eat them. We can only eat the ugly animals. Okay, fine, if that's your belief, but whatever it is, just remember, your beliefs are your beliefs, okay? You are not a dictator. You have no right to impose your beliefs on anyone else. And my beliefs are mine. I decided to go ahead with taking part in the life-death life cycle and eating a woodchuck and killing, yeah, murdering, whatever you want to call me, for the first time, which I did. Oh man, it was just amazing. Actually, I was more scared than anyone. The woodchuck was like, dude, can you do this already? And I messed up like 3 times, and I'm like, dude, you can go. Seriously, we don't have to do this. Just go. Because I was chickening out, and like, could I ever actually kill something? And then I realized, oh my God, we're all killers. We all kill for food. Every single living thing. So, like, these holier than thou people, like, oh my God, you can't do that. And let's just say you are 100% raw vegan or fruitarian or whatever. How many animals, bugs, whatever, have to die to protect your crops? Yeah, what happens when that deer goes into your fields and wipes out your entire orchard, and then you have no more, you can't make a living? Okay, yeah, deer's cute. I love Bambi more than anything. Love to hug her and him and all of them. But we're all killing. I mean, have you ever put out like a fly strip? Have you ever put out rat poison? Have you ever sprinkled DE or borax or some other poison around your house to keep the ants and spiders out? These people that are like, oh my God, killing anything is wrong. Everything should live forever. And by the way, how humane is that? But if these people, none of them take part in their own food process. They think that, food just appears in a store. And, they're spiritually enlightened because they can go, buy something that allegedly wasn't, killing anything. But come on. When I pick my greens, I'm like, oh, thank you so much for nourishing me. It's the same thing I did with Woody. Of course, Woody, it took 7 hours because he had cute little eyes. But plants have a life too. I mean, Kirlian photography, have you looked into that? They have an energy field. I've actually been out with plants where they dance around. Enjoy. Have you ever talked to your plants? If not, you know what? Get 2 plants, the exact same thing. One of them, lock them into a room and never talk to them. Just give it the water or whatever you think it needs. And the other one, talk to all the time. Tell it how beautiful it is and how thankful and grateful you are to have it to, clean your oxygen and nourish your body and anyway, so whatever it is I'm eating, I always give thanks. I thank my herbs. I thank my greens. I don't think that their life is any less significant than a woodchuck or anyone else. And I also believe that, people, well, hey, people are feeding off of us too, but animals or, in certain tribes or whatever, they offer themselves as food because we are all food for someone or something. Who are you food for, right? So getting back to how every single one of us are murderers, and you might not look at it this way, but it's as simple as this. Have you ever voted? If you voted, you are a murderer. Have you ever paid taxes? Oh, you're a murderer. Have you ever had an abortion? Or know anyone who has? Oh, You're a murderer. I mean, think about it. All of these things, what do they do with your taxes, right? Have more, create more wars, kill more people. I mean, think about it. Even if you are vegetarian, okay, or vegan, how many animals or life forms, including plant and insect, have had to die in your lifetime to get you here? A lot. It's like mind-boggling to think about, right? So, I mean, it's part of the food chain and it's how we do it, okay? It's how we do it. I mean, look at like the Humane Society, for example, or people working in PETA, or, like these hardcore, like vegan Nazis. And I mean, obviously, yeah, factory farms suck. It's horrible. It's inhumane. I'm not going to go into those specifics. If you want to know more about it, just go to a local farm and see for yourself. And I believe that that energy gets carried with it from the time they're born to the time we ingest them. Um, so, just think about, all these people that are like, oh my God, you can't do that, or how horrible, I hope you die, and, all of those holier than thou statements. How many people have you killed? Or animal? I don't know. I think they're all people, really. I mean, I think we're all the same. Plant, animal, human, or whatever it is that we are, aliens, we're all equally as valuable. We are all puzzle pieces. We are all playing our part, and we are all murderers. The bird is not only eating your berries, which incidentally are also living, they're also eating worms, right? But we need that. I mean, look at the life-death life cycle. How humane is it to have somebody on life support for 20 years? Oh, but she's living! Really? We're not meant to live forever. Besides the fact that there is no such thing as death. Death is an illusion. I mean, at least the way most people think of death. My opinion is it's only a rebirth. I've been blessed to be in situations where I'm kind of like the angel of death. They'll literally, right before they die, they'll come to my doorstep and want to be held, or I'll see them on the road or whatever and go hold them, and I watch their spirit, literally, or soul, or whatever you want to call it, a ball of energy come right out of its heart at that moment. Okay, that is going on. Nothing is dead. It's just, a silly little flesh body, okay? And then you get support the troops, right? If you support the troops, you support murder. You support genocide. Again, paying taxes, voting, all of that stuff in the political system. You are a murderer. So can we just like get real? If you're supporting corporations, right, that donate all their money for that, or vaccines, or, big pharma drugs, or, Walmart, or any of those things, you all support murder. I don't care how you eat right now, today, okay? You're a murderer. We're all murderers. Or maybe we're just killers. Murder, yeah, it sounds a little bit harsh, but there's a difference between conscious killing and unconscious killing. I respect people that can get their own meat and take care of it and love it and feed it properly and nourish their families and use it all and give it back to the earth. That's what it's about. It's a cycle. And to deny that is really denying yourself, taking your hate and judgments out on other people because they ate a woodchuck once. I mean, do you see how ridiculous that is? These same people went to frickin' McDonald's last night. Oh, but if it's wrapped in plastic and has a Tyson label on it, then all of a sudden it's good. You know what? You're just hiring hitmen. At least I have the balls to do it myself, right? Okay? Oh no, you're gonna go pay some butcher or pay some animal control or someone else to do it. Oh, speaking of animal control, I kind of got off on a tangent, but I was gonna, talk about all this humanity and, how humane everything is. So you don't like your neighbor for some reason or don't approve of the way they take care of their dog or their bunnies or whatever. So your solution is to go kidnap it or call animal control on it, put it in a humane society, and then they get killed 3 days later. Oh, that is so humane. I mean, instead of whatever, picking up a stray and letting it run free or something like that. But oh, as long as you're not doing the killing, you are just so much better, aren't you? You're a killer. Yep, you're a fucking killer. So, I mean, really, get real. We're all part of it. It's just, a dumb physical body. And let me see, with Woody the woodchuck, he's awesome. I mean, really, if it wasn't for Woody, I would not have been able to bring myself to do it. And for those of you that are all concerned about how horrible it was, I had two people there with me who were amazing. Their experience, like butchering and skinning, and the poor little guy, it took like 3 hours to properly skin him perfectly. I mean, he was so gentle. He was just like changing a little baby's diaper. Just so sweet. And I mean, I've never seen anything so humane. And I'm honored and much wiser for being able to take part in that cycle. And I know it's not for everyone. It is for me on my path. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it again or whatever. I'm happy. I had my experience and I get a little bit closer to my food source. I ate it. I got to feed 15 other people with other vegetables that, did make it in my garden. And now it's feeding my garden, which feeds, dozens of other people. So it's just the way it is. Deny it all you want, but it's life. And what's life? A label for people that can talk? Isn't everything living? Is that rock beneath you? Is that spinach plant beneath you? Are those roses beneath you? Everyone, in all things, there is a season. Those 100-year-old beautiful oak trees, even they go eventually, okay? It's a season, and we are here for a season. So take part in the season, and I challenge you. Can you take part in your own food supply? I'll tell you what, I'm an organic gardener, and I have to kill squash bugs. I kill, I put stuff out that will hurt slugs and roly-polies, and, and so do you if you want to eat. It's just the way it is. Everybody is food. Everything is food for something, someone, somewhere. So get real. Keep your judgments, okay? Judgments are what kills. The tongue is mightier than the sword, right? In fact, I just came across a quote, Mother Teresa. She said, "Violence of the tongue is very real, sharper than any knife." So, keep that violent tongue to yourself, and let's be honest. We are killers. I'm a fucking killer, okay? Woohoo. Does that make me does that make me ruthless? Does that make me, just because I killed a woodchuck once, does that mean I'm going to kill you or someone else? It does not make you prone to violence. In fact, of all the hunters I do know, are the most gentle people I've ever known. They kill what they're going to eat. And, speaking of killing, hello, Jaws. How many animals have you killed? Or that beautiful bald eagle, how many have they killed? Tiger, what about Temba and the Lion King and Nemo? Everybody has to kill to survive while we are in this matrix at this time. Are you doing it with love? Or are you just not doing it at all, looking the other way, and then just, eating what's on your plate without any respect or honor or even, becoming one with what you're eating and thanking it for the wisdom and the gratitude and the love that it has to offer you? I don't know, to each his own thing, but seriously, you like crazy little, I hope you die and all those horrible, cruel things you said to me for, eating a woodchuck. And again, most of them were meat eaters. It's just so funny how disconnected we are. Hire a hitman to do it, but you can't do that, really? Why? Okay, well, you know what? I respect the badass that can feed themselves rather than turn a blind eye and, oh, I can do that. Do it. Take part in feeding yourself. Grow your own garden. Tell me you're not a killer. Yep, we are. All of us. All of us, even you on the high horse. So anyways, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think. And I'll post my To Kill or Not to Kill blog, in the video description. And, I was very kind of straight and to the point. And, if you interpret it as anger, then that's only a reflection of you, not me, okay? And that just means that there's something in you that you need to heal. There's something that you are denying, but not everything could live forever. Not even you, not even the woodchuck. What, we're gonna, on the news, we're gonna read about a 4,000-year-old woodchuck. I bet he'd be pretty freaking pissed if somebody made him live that long, but whatever. You guys have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye!